Long ago, the Pokemon types lived in balance, but that was never really true. So the psychic types attacked. Only Charmander and a tricker with mastery over flame and flips can stop them. And when the world needed them most, they kicked the door in.
Let's do this.
Hey everyone, I'm all fired up, and welcome back to another Backflip challenge run. Today, I am beyond happy to be teaming up with my favorite starter, the one, the only Charmander.
You suck.
Oh, okay, hold up now. Look, I'm just a white dude that likes kung fu, acrobatics, and lizards, alright? So the goal of today's challenge is simple. Without using any items in battle or over-leveling past the current gym leader, Charmander is going to earn all 8 badges, conquer the Pokemon League, and topple a crime syndicate all by himself. Wait, what? And to top it all off, every time he gets hit, I have to do a backflip in real life. Wait, what? So let's just pick up the star of this show, give him a suitable nickname, and roll out. I guess we'll have to deal with this muggle first.
Don't flip!
Do it again.
No!
Well, that was annoying. But is a challenge really a challenge if it isn't a challenge? Yeah, let that one cook.
Huh?
Okay guys, let's kick off this challenge with 2 for the first rival fight. So, the first thing we have to do after finishing all the pregame is head straight through the Viridian Forest. But we've got a problem. So there's one mandatory bug trainer with a relatively high level Weedle, and I'm trying to avoid taking hits. If I end up getting poisoned, I have to accommodate for all the extra damage each turn because each tick of poison counts as another flip. To make matters worse, I've kind of been avoiding battles up till now, so we can't even one-shot the possible wild encounters against Caterpie, Weedle, or Pikachu. We're gonna need to fight something that can't even tag us back. It turns out that we can encounter not only Kakuna, but also Metapod in the forest, and since they are quite literally built different from their pre-evolved forms, they don't have Poison Sting or Tackle. Finally, the AI can't run out of PP in this generation, so we are free to do all of our leveling without any risk of being counterattacked. And after a quick grinding montage, we're able to get strong enough to one-shot the Weedle with Ember. But now, we have our second problem. Brock is the Rock-type gym leader. I mean, it's literally in the man's name. And Rock-types happen to resist fire. Except for the fact that Special Defense and Special Attack are one collective attribute in Gen 1, which means that Ember, despite being resisted, can sear clean through their dirt nasty low special stat. To make things even better, they don't know a single Rock-type move to hit us with. What a scrub! Okay. 1 for Brock. That's 1 unfortunate backflip and 1 badge down. But as I'm sure you're all aware, our biggest challenge is just around the corner.
Well.
Like a Smash player at a tournament, we're not trying to bathe here, we're trying to win. And we're going to need everything we can in order to do so. That being said, allow me to introduce you to our secret weapon hidden in Mount Moon. Okay, so in case it's not obvious, if I don't take damage by the grunts along the way to the major story battles, I'm just not gonna put them on the screen. So the next major fight we have is the second rival, who I decided to take care of before Misty. Thankfully we grabbed Mega Punch along the way to Cerulean, so we're able to completely wreck most of his team. And spoilers, that's also the only way we're able to take down Misty at all, with just Charmeleon. Despite the power-up, we end up taking a whopping 5 hits from Rival 2. And yeah, this punk is pretty much always going to be the one to hand us more than a couple at a time. Let's go ahead and get those knocked out and take on Misty. Alrighty, we've got our first real challenge with 5 for the second rival fight. Misty sucks, and a lot of the runs can come down to just straight luck. Fun fact, during my break, I have tried this run 3 different times in different formats, and this is the only time I ever fought Misty and did not lose. Even then, she still handed us 2 backflips for our trouble, but wow, I don't think I'll ever get this good of luck again. Well, that's pretty surprising, but we only have to do 2 for Misty. Easy. So after lucking the absolute hell out of that Misty fight, we're gonna take care of the Little Bill side quest, grab our ticket to the SS and just straight hard cut to the Lieutenant Surge fight, because believe it or not, the third rival did not hand me a single hit. Thankfully, unlike Misty, we actually have a move that will hit super effectively against these guys. Unfortunately, I'm a moron and I didn't even think to teach Dig before this fight. But it turns out, the King is just such a badass, we didn't need Dig to take these guys out, and Lieutenant Surge only gave us 2 hits for our trouble. But it turns out my luck is about to run out in a hilarious way. That's gonna be 2 more for Lieutenant Surge. Done. So, did you guys know that I'm dumb? Like, really dumb? Because I forgot Victory Bell and the rest of Erica's team have a bunch of little moves that will add up damage over time. And even though there was never a real worry that Charmeleon was gonna lose, I ended up having to do 13 backflips because of all the extra damage. I'm just gonna cut straight to them when I win. Well, of course, the one gem we have a type advantage for, we have to do 13 on. I am so damn salty that I was that stupid and let her body me like that. But it is what it is, and we move right on to the first Giovanni fight. Believe it or not, I actually remembered to teach Dig this time, but unfortunately I got lazy again and did not go rest up after clearing out the rockets, so we end up having to use Slash. To add further insult to injury, Kangaskhan pops off with Comet Punch and adds 3 extra backflips to our total, making me have to do 6. That's gonna be 5 for Giovanni. Next on the list is the rival fight in Lavender Tower. Usually I like to level up in between the Lavender Town and the Koga fight, but I figured for kicks and giggles I may as well just rush straight over here. Man, I'm getting tired of quick attack, but at least at this point in the game, our moveset is starting to balance out and we're only a couple of levels away from getting Charizard. So after this, we're on to Koga. That's gonna be a nice and easy 2 for rival 4. But if you're seeing this juggler on screen, you can guess what ends up happening. The Hypno is beefy as all hell and hands us 1 backflip before the boss. And of course that's going to be 1 for the Hypno juggler. With that minor annoyance out of the way, we're able to take on Koga properly this time. We don't have access to Flamethrower yet, but it's not like we need it when we've got Dig still. As I said at the beginning of the challenge, Charizard has enough moveset variety that he's able to take care of pretty much every gym leader except for Misty. And even then, he still gets access to Mega Punch, so we do have one clutch move he can learn to help with that fight too. This ultimately ends up with Koga only giving us one backflip to do. And one for Koga. Good old Rival 5, also known as the first real step up in difficulty in Gen 1. Like always, he's gonna lead with Pidgeot, and thankfully we don't get frickin' Quick Attack this time. Up next comes Growlithe, but we've got type coverage for that, and one dig is all it takes to drop him. Following close behind is Execute, and we're still stuck with Ember, so unfortunately we get Leech Seeded. Alakazam might have been a problem, but his defenses are more absent than a Pokemon protagonist stat, so we drop him in one shot. It's a good thing he's still got Water Gun, because we were able to outlast the Blastoise and make it through with only 5 hits. So while we take care of getting the Lapras, I'm gonna go ahead and do my backflips. Now please enjoy, as I am exhausted. Appropriately, we have 5 for Rival 5. With all of those out of the way, let's take on Giovanni, and like usual, I'm not going to heal because I'm an idiot, and we just knock out 90% of his team with Dig. The one opportunity he does have to knock us out, he decides to throw by using a guard spec, and while that is a bold strategy, it didn't really pay off this time, and we dropped Giovanni with only one stray blow. If not for Erica, we'd be doing great right now. And one for Giovanni's second match. With a hard cut to Sabrina, it's time to see how well Charizard does against the most infamous type in this generation. And yeah, not bad. We actually barely missed the kill on Mr. Mime, which means that the others are probably going to be a pretty free knockout too. I start to get a little bit worried here because I'm worried Alakazam's going to wreck our shit, but no, he actually completely whiffs and we're able to win with only 2 hits. That will be 2 for Sabrina. Whew. So yeah, you remember that whole I'm an idiot thing, right? Well, because I wasn't taking it seriously, I decided to go ahead and fight all of Blaine's gym, who happen to have Quick Attack. I end up not only taking 1 Quick Attack because I'm an idiot, but 2! At least I can say that while I was messing around doing all of this, I did level up enough to learn Flamethrower, which about damn time, right? Why do they give that to you so late in this first generation? If I had to guess, it was to piss me off. Okay, 1 for the super nerd. And another one for the other super nerd. Oh yeah, and it turns out I can't count, cause guess what? Your boy had to go and get hit 3 times. Yeah, why do I keep doing this? 1 more for the last super nerd. My ego can only take so much, but all is right in the world when I'm able to take down Blaine without getting hit a single time. And I'm gonna be honest with you, I really expected him to pop us at least once. How embarrassing. So you know what, we're just gonna hard cut right to Giovanni for the final gym badge. And as you can guess, we still have that little move called Dig, and he's still using a primarily Dig weak team. So, even though he did just a little bit better than Blaine by hitting us 1 time with his Rhydon, we still take this gym down with 0 problems at all. I wish I could say I'm surprised, but damn, I love you, Charizard. I'm so happy this is going better than the full-on backflip run where I was able to catch other Pokemon to help you. Turns out he really is the king for this. 1 more for the final Giovanni fight. I probably shouldn't have eaten before I did this. Yeah, eating before this challenge was pretty dumb, but let's just try to ignore that and head right over to the penultimate rival fight. We are almost to the end game. We just gotta knock out this guy's team 1 more time before we arrive at the Elite Four. I'm unsure if Fire Blast would have killed there, but I tend to opt for Flamethrower anyway because I want to ensure I'm going to hit as often as possible so I can avoid doing more backflips than necessary. At this point in the game though, you know that Charizard's gonna have all of this taken care of anyway. I'm absolutely in love with how broken attacks like Slash are in Generation 1 because they help you get away dumb stuff like Reflect and Barrier. Speaking of dumb stuff, did you know the rival has smart AI in this battle, and because of that, it'll sometimes use Withdraw instead of Hydro Pump? And that means we only ended up with 3 backflips. 3 more for Rival 6. That was really fun. At long last, we have made it to the final gauntlet, starting with Lorelei, which is very similar to the name Lorelei, which is actually Irish for mispronunciation. Inside jokes aside, I was worried for a bit I was gonna get hard blocked by one of these Pokemon, but it turns out that little bit of ice typing really helps even things out, as does having smart AI and Withdraw being a water move. I'll tell you though, Lapras came dangerously close to ending this with a Hydro Pump. It's a real good thing the computer cheats and can use potions after you attack. 1 down. Okay, we're on the home stretch. 2 more for Lorelei, and then we only have 4 more fights left. Whoa, that was close. Oh man, we almost dying today. Basic Bruno is up next, and how many do you think he gives us? I've got a pretty good track record of messing up on easy matches. Oh, how I love Flamethrower. Well, as you can see, that one move is more than enough to take down Bruno's entire team, including the resistant Onyxes. Although I'm not sure if the crit would have mattered for Machamp. Either way, between that move and Dig, I'm sure Agatha's not going to be that much more difficult anyway. And you should know that I film all of my backflips back to back, so I'll play through the game and I'll record how many I have to do for each one, then I'll sit down, or stand I guess, and take care of all of the flips en masse. So at this point, your boy's pretty damn tired. Although we're not even close to as tired as Agatha's team since we put that bitch's squad to sleep. But we're now down to the last 2 battles in this challenge run, and we are doing absolutely fantastic on the Elite Four Gauntlet. The big challenge here is going to be Gyarados, but we learned Fire Spin for this very reason. That's right, I'm gonna lame him out. A few turns of Fire Spin and Slash is all I need to take down Lance's entire team of dragons. And it was looking pretty consistent until Dragonair popped us with a Dragon Rage. We're just going to ignore that one miss and keep doing our thing, until the next one up is the Aerodactyl, and this was another Pokemon I was kind of worried about. But unbelievably, this guy doesn't even end up touching us once, and a Flamethrower is more than enough to take him down. But with him out of the way, we're going to go back to the usual strats on Dragonites, and even though I get a little greedy, Lance throws by using agility instead of just attacking. At long last, we are on the final fight. Only 1 more for Lance. Let's get this. Let's go! A lot of Pokemon Challenge runs can be decided in the very first turn of the Champions match. But the king must have sweet-talked Lady Luck because Pidgeot uses Whirlwind instead of literally anything else. Up next is Alakazam though, and we opt to go for Slash, and wouldn't you know it, that was enough. But I doubt Rhydon is going to be a one-shot with Dig, and wouldn't you know it, I was right. So we end up having to hit him with 2, and thankfully he doesn't use any attacks on us. Neither does the Arcanine, and damn, the king, I hope you at least bought her dinner because this is insane luck. Because it turns out the only reason we got hit at all in the champion fight was because I misclicked Dig on Executor. So let's wrap this up. And we have done it! With that out of the way, we are down to the last 2 backflips, and this run is officially completed. Thank you so much for making it this far. Now if you'll excuse me, I gotta do my flips. 1 and 2. Easy. Thank you again. Everybody, if you made it this far, thank you so much for watching. This run was a ton of fun, and it's always enjoyable when I get to use my favorite Pokemon starter. I know that's a basic choice, but hopefully the flips make up for that. If it helps, my second favorite starter is Trico, so. But it's time to wrap this one up, so if you enjoyed, please feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Do y'all enjoy the backflips with these type of solo runs, or would you rather me change up the trick? I also happen to be a breakdancer, so I've got plenty of moves to experiment with. Either way, we've still got 4 more Pokemon in the Dragon Egg group for Generation 1. And up next is good ol' Ekans. Although I think it's time for me to bow out, so I'll see you all in the next one.